This video showcases the benefits of the MPulse software training service blocks.
Hi, Eric. Welcome to the call. In the software training service block today, we are going to focus on cycle counts. So I am sharing a PowerPoint slide here, and we'll take a look at the agenda for today's session. So as you can see, there's quite a bit that goes into building and managing these cycle counts. What we're going to look at today is going to go over topics like creating cycle count records. We're going to talk about setting up filtered sets versus random samples. We'll take a look at how we manually convert these cycle counts to work orders versus how to automatically convert them. We'll take a look at completing and closing those cycle count work orders that we generate. And then finally, we're going to take a look at viewing the variance history.
Okay, awesome, Angie. Are we going to be using my database or a demo database today?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we do have an MPulse database we could use for this software training, but we can also get into your database. I have found typically that when we're in your database, it tends to be a little bit easier to follow along because it matches what you'll see in your production environment.
Okay, great. That would be awesome if we could use mine.
Perfect. Yeah, we definitely can. And that way we'll be sharing the same information. So again, what we'll see in today's session will match what you'll see in your production environment. And another really good benefit of that is that as we go through the software training, I'll create a cycle count and we can leave that cycle count record in your database to use as a reference going forward. And then speaking of references, something that I did want to bring up is that we've got some different references around this particular topic in MPulse, the cycle count records. So after today's session, I'll send out a follow-up email that will have a recording of our session today. And then we'll also have a Let's Learn and how-to documentation on the cycle count records. Basically, Eric, we want you guys to be successful in this area of the program. So we want to give you as many resources as we have available. And then I'd also encourage you to take some time to create some of these cycle counts at the end of the session. That way you can practice that process while it's fresh.
Okay, awesome.
Perfect. All right. So before we get into your database and start going through this content, do you have any questions for me about today's session?
I don't think I have any questions right now.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to get into your database and we can dive right in.